Alright guys, we're about to enter a lock here, Lockport Lock in Lockport, Illinois. Thought I'd throw you on my hat here and give you kind of a bird's eye view of what we do and how we do it single-handed going upriver. So here we go. So as we're going in, these the horizontal stripes on the wall, there's these metal stripes. In between there is vertical bollards. They're floating pillars that will help the vessel affix to it and bring it on up as the water levels rise, because right now we're on the low level of the river. We're going up to the water levels higher as we go forward. So we're going to the second floating bollard up there, and here we go. The wind will swirl a bit in these locks as the wind is channeling down the tunnel here, so once we get a little closer, we'll throw it into docking mode and get nice and ready for it.
Do you need me to rope that?
No, I should be good. So, our momentum of the boat is drifting forward. I'm just going to slowly start bringing the boat over and backwards. Now small thrusts backwards and sideways will bring us to where we need to go. I'm not in a hurry. We got all the fenders already lined along the side of the boat, so we're good there. Now I stop, and the boat's still going to continue to drift. The wind's already coming this way, so I'm anticipating all of this at the same time. Slow thrusts here and there. Just going to move forward a tiny bit, a couple of small hops, because again I'm going to bring that floating bollard to this dock line here. So I'm going to now come a little more directly sideways. Boat still moving forward and sideways a little bit. Slow down the process. Just pull it off the wall a minute so we don't come onto the wall too heavy. Nice and light. Slow it down. Step right out. Right over. Lock it down nice and tight. And now it's all good, my friend. So this here is the floating bollard. We affix to it as tight as we can. This will prevent our boat from rocking too much either way against the wall as we go. You see in here there's channels, there's rollers on either side of this. This is a big floating cylinder that will slowly rise all the way up this channel as the water levels rise. So as they start to, you see the water pouring in over here. As the water starts to fill up this chamber, this whole vessel will rise with the floating bollard. So that's why we keep fenders. There's a fender here. There's a fender here. And I've got another fender up at the bow, a little forward of the widest part of the boat, because if you notice right now the boat is teetering two different directions. It's going to teeter back with the stern to two, and then it's going to teeter now. If you're watching, it'll teeter this way. The reason that I tighten it so tight against this floating bollard is because the tighter that I do it, the less momentum the boat's going to get to teeter either direction. So in my mind, that is safer for the vessel. You can line the heck out of this area with 20 different fenders if you needed to, but a couple properly placed fenders are all you need. You know, obviously traveling with thick fenders, you run out of some space sometimes, so this is perfect opportunity. And as we go up this river from Seneca, Illinois to Chicago, the locks changed. This is the starboard side, the previous lock was port side, the previous one to that was starboard side. So we're always moving. So I have fenders lined on both sides of the vessel to be prepared in advance, so I don't have to change them every time, because like I said, we do a lot of this single-handedly, so we're trying to be as thorough in advance and prepared You notice the lock gates are starting to close. So once they fully close, we will they'll open up some valves at the bottom of this water level here, and this will rise up for us.